had triple-digit temperatures for an entire week in the Southwest. And as you can see there, people are trying to find relief anywhere in any way they can.
And this, of course, as the Gulf Coast braces for Tropical Storm Cindy, and you're looking live at rough waters in New Orleans this morning. There are actually urgent warnings this morning about heavy rain that could cause life-threatening flash floods. We want everyone to take this seriously. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z with us this morning. Hey, Ginger.
Hey, David, I'm so glad that you talked about the impact of flash flooding being the #1 threat in this storm. However, I want to place it for you so you can see the circulation of Cindy. It's less than 170 miles south-southwest of Morgan City, Louisiana. It is headed toward the coast. Overnight tonight into early tomorrow is when it hits, and it looks weak right now. It looks like it's going to weaken, but you hear that and you go, oh, okay. Don't let that fool you. You still could see waterspouts turning into tornadoes. That's why we have a tornado watch from parts of central southern Louisiana up through the panhandle of Florida along the Gulf Coast, and those tropical storm warnings and flash flood watches that stretch into Georgia. Guys, this is a huge storm, and we've got Eva Pilgrim on the ground in New Orleans this morning. Eva?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we are definitely feeling the wind. We've seen heavy bands of rain, just complete downpours. And the big thing we're seeing this morning are these waves crashing up over the seawall here from Lake Pontchartrain, and they're pushing into the neighborhoods. That is already starting to cause flooding. Overnight, Tropical Storm Cindy moving in and dumping heavy rain along the Gulf Coast. Flooding concerns prompting the governor of Alabama to declare a state of emergency. In Gwinnett County, Georgia, this family had to be rescued after their home was overtaken by floodwaters. The downpour and waterspouts leaving Florida beaches deserted. In New Orleans, along Bourbon Street, people ducking into bars to escape the rain. And miles off the Louisiana coast,
it's blowing bad out here.
Oil companies quick to get workers off those rigs. The big fear, flooding. People racing to protect homes. Workers building a levee 4.5 feet tall and more than a mile long.
It is a serious event that's not only going to bring us rain and wind, but it's going to bring us water.
After Hurricane Katrina, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers spent $14.5 billion on one of the world's most remarkable hurricane protection systems to encircle New Orleans. The largest flood control structure is nicknamed the Great Wall of St. Bernard Parish. It's a 1.8-mile-long barrier. Some of the steel support piles extend 200 feet underground. In addition, there are new state-of-the-art pump stations so powerful combined could fill the Superdome with water in less than 90 seconds. And just want to show you some of the flooding we're starting to see. You can see that water filling up this area here. We're already down to just above my ankle right here, just right about my calf or so. And that's one of the things that the emergency management people were telling us yesterday is a major issue here, is once that water gets in, there's no way for them to push it out. The waves don't go out on their own and push the water out. They have to physically remove it. And that is why those pumps are so critical, guys.
They really are, and we are thinking everybody down that way. Also in the Southwest, that record heat also causing major problems as temperatures soar to triple digits. ABC's Matt Gutman is at the airport in Phoenix now with the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. Cities like Las Vegas and Phoenix facing record temperature for a third consecutive day. That's causing power outages, hundreds of flight delays, and here in Phoenix, flight cancellations as well. Those smaller regional jets can't take off in weather over 117 degrees. It was 119 here yesterday. That also means it's fire season out west in California. Firefighters battling multiple blazes like this one outside of Big Bear. Lots of jokes over the past day about this being a dry heat, but officials say heat kills more Americans than any other kind of weather. And you can get a burn from touching a slide or even the asphalt in just seconds. Worst part of this, guys, this weather's going to sit over this area at least until the weekend.
All right, Matt, and I tell you, the weather causing all types of problems.
Yeah, and speaking of weather affecting flights, we saw that terrible incident on a plane that was heading to Houston yesterday, traveling through that tropical storm zone. More than a dozen people were injured by severe turbulence. And ABC's Philip Minna is in Houston with this story. Good morning, Philip.
Michael, good morning. Yeah, that frightening flight ending with more than a dozen passengers injured after their plane hit the edge of that storm. These are some of the 14 injured. Passengers wearing neck braces, placed on stretchers, seated in wheelchairs and lifted into ambulances after their United Airlines jet hit turbulence Tuesday afternoon.
It was like lot of turbulence. The plane started to move very violent. Many people, like they they jumped to the ceiling of the plane.
Carlos Padron walked away from the plane with this gash in his head.
Many people were crying.
They were scared?
Yeah.
The flight was on its way from Panama City, Panama, to Houston, Texas, passing Cancun, Mexico, which was on the edge of a tropical storm. That storm creating the turbulence that sent passengers bumping around the cabin.
Everybody was scared to death that the airplane was going to go down.
First responders rushing to the gate when the plane finally landed.
MS 92, we're getting an additional call to gate Echo 14.
We had initially about 14 people that we evaluated. In the end, we ended up transporting 7 to local hospitals.
United telling us this morning our thoughts and concerns are with those who are injured, and our team is reaching out directly to our customers to provide further care and support. Robin?
They need that. All right, Philip, thank you. And a lot of major political headlines this morning. Republicans and President Trump declaring victory in that special election in Georgia overnight. This as the president heads to Iowa today for a campaign rally, his 5th since taking office. And his special advisor and son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is in Israel this morning to hold Middle East peace negotiations. First, though, let's get the latest on that Georgia election. Republican Karen Handel making history in the most expensive House race ever. ABC's Steve Osunsami is following it all for us. He's in Alpharetta, Georgia for us this morning. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Robin. That sound you're hearing is the sound of I told you so's coming from conservatives here in Georgia who never thought that all the outside attention was going to give this congressional seat to a Democrat. Karen Handel, whose campaign headquarters are directly behind me, is now the congressman-elect. This morning, the career politician who was vastly outspent by her opponent and didn't get half of his adulation is heading to Washington.
Thank you for believing in me as we prepare to send Georgia's first Republican woman to Congress.
Karen Handel kept 30-year-old Democrat John Ossoff from flipping the 6th. A seat held by Republicans since 1979 is staying red.
So this is not the outcome any of us were hoping for. But this is the beginning of something much bigger than us.
If this was indeed a vote of confidence on President Trump, then he won, celebrating in a text message to supporters. Congrats to Karen Handel on a huge win in Georgia. Democrats lose again. 0-4. Total disarray. The Make America Great Again mandate is stronger than ever. Big lead. Democrats across the country who invested hope and millions of dollars in the race and wanted a little payback for November will have to regroup. The president is a little stronger this morning. Ossoff's unforced error was where he lives, which is outside the district. David?
Steve Osunsami, who's been covering this race for us. Steve, thanks. Let's bring in ABC's chief White House correspondent, Jonathan Karl, and our congressional correspondent, Mary Bruce, both up early with us this morning. John, let's start with you. This was a Republican district to begin with. The White House has got to be happy this morning. The Republicans are now 4 for 4 in special elections.
The White House is thrilled. 4 Republican congressmen appointed to the Trump cabinet, all 4 of those races won by Republicans. In 2 of those races, Democrats mounted serious, heavily financed efforts, and the Republicans came away victorious. Now, there is a caveat here, David. In each of these races, this was solidly Republican territory, and the Republicans held on by a smaller margin than they won in November. But a win is a win, and 4 wins are 4 wins.
You talk about the financing there, though, John. What about the Democrats? You've got a record amount of money spent in this Georgia special election. You've got the turmoil in Washington, and they couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, and look, if you're going to take over the House of Representatives, you've got to win in Republican territory if you're Democrats. So this was a big chance to win. They failed. And there's a lot of second guessing here because you had the South Carolina race where they spent 1/20th of the amount of money they spent in Georgia, and that race ended up being closer.
Yeah, even closer. All right, stick with us, John. We want to bring in Mary Bruce because a lot of pressure on Senate Republicans this morning. Millions of Americans want to know, Mary, what is this plan they're working on to replace Obamacare and if their health coverage will be affected? You pressed the top Republican in the Senate on this, and here's what he said.
Mr. Leader, this bill is bound to have a profound impact on the country. Do Americans have a right?
Profound positive improvement over the status quo.
So do Americans then have a right to see these negotiations?
Is simply unsustainable.
But do Americans have a right to see this process?
Walking away from Mary Bruce. We don't even walk away from Mary Bruce.